عندما تمتزج حضارات الماضي بعبق وعراقة التاريخ لتخلق لنا صورة بأطياف بصرية متنوعة لتبهر كل من يراها، لا ينقصها إلا بعض الرتوش التي لا يمكن أن يضيفها إلا ريشة العادات ونكهة التقاليد الموروثة. الإمارات أصبحت كمعرض للحضارات البشرية بمختلف أطيافها، والقاطنين على أرضها يحسون بغنى التجربة من خلال التواصل فيما بينهم والحفاظ على ثقافتهم بمحتواها العميق. حكاية شعوب يأخذنا إلى عوالم كنا نسمع بها نشاهدها من بعيد، لكن اليوم نغوص فيها أكثر. حكايتنا اليوم عن دولة لا تختفي من شوارعها الألوان وتشم بين أزقتها رائحة التوابل. فيها العديد من المناسبات، لكل مناسبة مهرجان ولكل مهرجان قصة. هي ثاني أكبر دولة في العالم من حيث تعداد السكان. الحكاية اليوم هندية. Mr. Manoj, thank you so much for this warm welcome, and I thank you all for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Pleasure is all ours, and we are glad you are here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much again. Introduce me and let us know about you more.
Sure, definitely. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to my wife. She's always there, my main support, I would say.
Yeah.
And Ashu is her name. She's really the pillar of the family, I would say, like how the Indian women's are.
Yeah.
She's taking care of the family like entirely.
Nice.
That's my first daughter, Ashi.
Yeah.
And that's my second daughter, Arna.
Nice.
They both are also like, always helping her mom to keep the house intact, clean, everything.
Indeed.
So they have been the main supports as well.
Mr. Manoj, when we talk about India, we talk about a country that has been through so many civilizations, that has many cultures. Like, tell me more about it.
Well, I would like to tell you more that I have heard from my forefathers, my grandfathers rather, and they had always said that it was a tough times when they actually started somewhere in the 1600th century. There were times where they were not having the infrastructure that we have now.
Yeah.
But they were able to come up the curve by so many, like they have that unity in them.
Yeah.
All the Indus Valley, you would have heard about the Indus Valley civilization.
Yes.
So all the people who were there during that time, they had given their hearts, they had given their mind, soul, everything to build up the entire civilization at that point of time. So what I've heard mostly during that time is that they had this kind of unity which used to bind them.
Yeah.
Like it was most of the different, nationalities which actually came around. They made this thing, the Indus Valley civilization, the Harappa civilization, the Mohenjo-daro civilization. Mohenjo-daro was one of the major turn back which actually happened in India during the Punjab state. So that actually made a lot of difference. And there's a movie also that has come out on Mohenjo-daro, the entire civilization thing, where we have all these Indian actors who are actually, working over it. And the most important part is about the architecture. You would have heard about this Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
And Taj Mahal is now also one of the 7 wonders in the world.
Indeed.
So that was actually made by Shah Jahan, who had dedicated this entire palace for his wife. This is a monument of love that actually came up. The idea that came up in his mind that he wanted to give this after her death. So this is the thing which he had put his peace, mind, money, everything. But he made the best of the best thing come out.
Indeed.
And he was very well respected during his times. And till date, when people just go there, they always talk about their love story.
Yeah.
Like how pure it was, how divine it was.
Indeed.
It was more of understanding that love, that emotions that come out of that. So when you go there, you will feel that love, the moment that you feel, especially coming as soon as you land on that place.
Exactly.
That love is that is divine, I would say.
Exactly.
Yes.
And since we mentioned like our grandfathers, back then like they didn't have what we have today, but still like, as you said, by unity and by, working together and working hard, they have built one of the most amazing, iconic places back then. And they had this amazing will and, knowledge and power, just to make this legacy of them, like as the building of Taj Mahal.
That's the right
Of
word
course.
you used. The legacy was there always,
Yeah.
and that's how they actually continued to take it forward.
Exactly, exactly. And since we spoke about places, I heard there is a place in India, it's called the Pink City, if I'm correct.
Absolutely
Is it?
correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her favorite place, I would say.
Her favorite place, nice.
Yeah.
nice.
I'm from Pink City only.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Really?
She
Uh-huh.
belongs from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Pink City is the means like the king was from the Jaipur king, like the name Pink City, because all the shops, all the areas are same, all colors are pink.
Nice.
Yeah, the house color also pink, the shops color also pink, and the historical places also belongs to all are pink.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
so that's called the Pink City.
And I heard Arna has a story for us about India.
Yes. So in India, I love India because there are so many festivals. In festivals, we put colors on the faces,
Yeah.
we spread the water guns, we do fireworks.
Anshi, I have heard that you have done all of these amazing paintings.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, tell me, how did you learn?
I learned first, instead of doing in these big canvases, I started with small ones to practice and get better.
Yeah.
And the main thing is that my mom was supporting me so much, which really helped me in being able to paint like this.
Yeah, indeed.
And then after I felt that I'm good, like I can do it nicely in these big canvases, my mom bought me a few, and then I started with this one. And then I went on to the big one, and now I still have a big one to do, so that's my next like painting which I really want to do, which is the biggest one.
It is amazing work, and I guarantee you, you will have a big and amazing future doing this art.
Thank you.
Yeah, and can you show me how do you do it? I'm very curious because it looks amazing.
Okay, I can show you.
So which colors do you use?
For the like outlining, I use black, and for the really deep designs, I use this small brush. Like there's so many Indian jewelries and like Indian traditional dupattas and dress and all.
Yeah. No, really, it's really amazing talent that you have, and keep going, and I really
you.
support you. And I also heard Arna can sing.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
So I want to hear the Indian national anthem.
Okay. Jana Gana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharat Bharat Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dhavina Uchala Jandha Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jalati Taranga.
Thank you, Arna. You have an amazing voice. Really, I really enjoyed listening to your voice. أعزائي المشاهدين، تعرفنا على هالمواهب الجميلة والرائعة من أرنا وأنشي، اللي رغم أنهم أطفال لكنهم يمتلكون هالمواهب الجميلة والرائعة اللي محافظين عليها ولا زالوا يمارسونها ويطورونها. Brother Monad, this is a very famous game here in the UAE, but it's originally from India. So tell us more about it.
Well, I'm so happy, first of all, to know that in the UAE also you play this game very well.
Indeed.
And the most important part of this game is that it was introduced by the Maharajas of India. You know, the Maharajas are like the kings and all the royal family.
Yeah.
So that is the place where this was introduced. And they used to start playing there. They learned this camera, the entire thing of carom out there, where you have the 4 places where you actually bounce it.
Yeah.
This is the main striker.
Yeah.
So basically when you play it, there is a queen in the center.
Which is the red one.
Which is the red one.
Almost, yeah.
Correct. And then there is white and black. White has 20 points.
Yeah.
The black has 10 points.
Yeah.
And the queen has 50 points.
Yeah.
So the maximum score that you can collect is the person who actually wins.
Yeah.
So like when you strike the striker, you have to play within your area.
Yeah.
This is your area.
Within your area.
And you can be on this to play on the corner sides. So normally when you strike it, like for example, I'll just show you one shot.
Nice.
There goes the one shot.
That's 20 points.
That's a 20 point in my account straight away. So when I place the first one, I get the second shot automatically.
Yeah.
Because I won that shot. So when I won this shot, I will just try to do another one, and I'll keep accumulating as many coins.
As many as you can. Yeah.
And if I win it, then kalas, I'm the winner of the game.
Indeed,
How we used to play it.
indeed. And I see some experts, you know, some very experts playing this game. Like at the first round, when they first start, they keep scoring until the end. They don't even give the second player a chance to play, you know. And here's some experts,
Indeed, there are the real experts, because even when we used to play in college, we used to die to get our shots. Like, honestly, we used to play that well because there was a trainer who was sitting there, our coach, our teacher, and they used to be very good on it. So we also learn from them as to how to be an expert and make sure that you get the maximum points.
Indeed. And what is really fun about it is like you can be you will be able to play it with family, with friends. That it's a 4-person game. And that's what But brother, since you said it's an old game back in India. So these small ones, the striker, did it change, or the rules of the game are still the same?
No, it never changed. In fact, the entire scoreboard and the coin colors, the queen color has always been the same. Even the board has always been the same. Whatever country you go, you'll get the wooden board only.
The wooden board,
So that's how we play. And the best part, as you said correctly, it is normally played within the family. So you will see the best part is like, usually I'll see the family of 4 everywhere. There could be more. So if there are 4, it's a perfect thing to play over the weekends or weekdays. You can just relax over it.
Indeed.
And get all the stress out.
Indeed. And it's a very nice that it's an old game, but since we have all the technology and the new games, we still keep this in our homes, and you know we still practice and play it.
Now we can talk about our traditional. It's in every country they are using the henna. Henna, like they are putting in the weddings, birthday parties, celebration, engagements and all. The girls, mostly girls like the henna, they are putting from hand to till end of the hand. They are putting in the legs also. Mostly the brides are, when they have the weddings, they are putting almost till here, and the leg also they are putting. So the henna is made by the henna leaves. That when they will dry, they are making the powder. Then itself they are putting some oil, some amla, and some more ingredients, and they are putting some water. Then they can mix it. Then the henna is ready. Let's start the henna.
Yes, of
You're
course.
excited?
Yes.
So, in India also they have the different types of flowers. In our tradition in India, like the wedding when they are organizing, they are putting too much flowers. whole the decoration is done by flowers. The back side of the wall, the near to the bride and groom, the chairs, when they have the dinner party as organized there, the tables, every corner you can find the fresh flowers over there. Like India, we are getting so many flowers in each area. You can find easily in the trees also, in the home also, in the gardens also, different kinds of flowers. But we can find in Sharjah also. There is one place you can go, and if you want to buy a flower or if you want to decorate your home, if you want to organize a party, you can get it from there, the flowers. Each color it's available, and different countries flower also it's available, and you can decorate there from. So the India and Sharjah is the basically same. The same kind of flowers you will get in here also.
Brother Manoj, literature takes a huge part in the Indian culture. So give us more details about it.
Well, literacy, as you said, is the very important part in any country. And when you talk about being literate, it's very important that the entire country and especially the youth of the country is well educated.
Exactly.
So the literacy rate should always be there on the top. India, I would say that in before times was not as literate as the Western culture was.
Yeah.
But now, by the space, with the speed which the things are happening, the illiteracy rate has really rised up. So the people are getting more literated, more educated, they are learning more, and with that knowledge that they are getting, it always builds up a good future for them.
Do you think technology has a huge part in that situation?
Yes, very much, because without technology, we would just go back to our old ages. And actually technology, especially during this time, as you know, the COVID times, it has really brought a lot of people together. And especially when you can't go out, this technology gets you in all the information sitting at home, whether you talk about work, you talk about education, you talk about your schooling, a lot of things are just happening on your technological bit.
Indeed. Books, there was a lot of famous Indian books, but of course, like now, as the time goes by, and especially during these times, is there people in India who still have like huge interest in books, and not like a decrease than before?
No, not really. In fact, that kind of the growth is there in the numbers. The number of people have actually increased because what used to happen is that time there was a limited culture or limited people who used to read. But now, thanks to technology, as was the reason, that the books are come into internet. So they are e-books. And e-books are very friendly. They are very easy way to read. You don't need to visit public library or any kind of, open places where you have only books. You can actually do it at your home, sitting with your laptop, and you can just enjoy reading books. So I would say it has really increased.
Yeah, indeed. As you know, like anyone who has a big interest in books, big interest in learning, in knowing, and in exploring, that will reflect a really, positive impact on everything in the country.
Correct. The knowledge is the most important part, which I see that the books, or whether it's e-books or the normal books, it actually spreads through that.
Yeah.
So whatever is written, when people actually read it, they grasp it at the back of their mind and they think that, okay, this is the reason for what the other thing is happening. So every action has an opposite reaction, as they say.
Indeed.
So when you read it, you actually try to get into your mind as to what can happen with this kind of methodology.
Yeah.
So reading is always the best thing, and I do a lot of reading. My wife also, she loves reading.
Nice.
So we quite exchange our thoughts on the books which she reads. She tells me which I read. Especially my books are more on management and business
Nice.
ones.
Yeah.
So I love business-related books, especially when it talks about how to make money. And how to make new ideas to make it happen. So I read more on that, and I actually share with the wife. She's more on food-related books and culture-related books.
Nice.
So yeah, she shares her idea as well.
Ashu, tell us more about the arts in India.
In India, they have so many art forms like painting, painting like they are doing with the brushes. They are making beautiful sceneries, mountains and all. They have the artist from those who are making, you know, if you can stand with them, yeah, they will tell, we can paint your design itself.
Yeah.
So they will do that also.
Nice.
We have the historic art. That is that you can see in each part of India, the historical place is designed by the historic art. Like if we can, I can give you some examples like Pink City. Pink City has so many historical places, Hawa Mahal, Raj Mahal, something. So they have made the whole culture by the art. You can see they are putting some stone work is there, some different stone is there, some different marbles they had used. And so you can see that culture in between the whole place.
أعزائي المشاهدين، استكشفنا كثير عن الجوانب الفنية والشعرية والحضارية اللي كانت جزء كبير من التراث الهندي.
Like, you know, India is the unique country. There are so many different traditionals. There are different states. They have the different culture. So let's go to see their culture. Let's look. This is the Punjabi kurta. It's called Punjabi kurta. They have the Punjabi salwar itself. They are making with the silk. This is the different color for silk, green, yellow. There is the gota. This also have so many designs in gota. They are making this type of kurti, suits and all. And see, this is and they are putting some kind of different lace. The designs is different, the color is different. It's called the Punjabi kurta, and they are doing in that bhangra. Let's look. This is called Dupatta. It's made by the net. The simple net, they have the high net, and there also some lace is there, some accessories is there. So the different we can find. See, this we have the printed salwar. They made by the, this called in India oon. They have put some designs here. In India, they have the designs here also. In the kurtas also, in the salwar also. Different designs, different styles they are making. Let's go another. That's called the bandhej. Its bandhej belongs to Rajasthan. Rajasthan has the different types of bandhej. They have the bed sheet also, they have the clothes also, they have the saris also called bandhej. This type of designs you can find in India in Pink City. Like we have this is called border. This is silk and border. In the south side, people are wearing most of the time the silk saris. And they have also different designs, different styles. So it's called silk saris. And some are wearing the simple saris also, like printed one. Next we can go the skirt. This is the design, it's different. It's also made by some gotas, some net and some silk and mixed with the satin also. The design is the skirts. This we have the different style that in the village time when the people were going in some parties and some function, that time they are wearing this type of dresses. And the down also they have the simple lace, the different colors like yellow, pink, or you can take pink, blue, like that. And this is called the Garba dress. In Gujarat, it's very famous. When people are dancing, they are wearing only the Garba dress. That they have the mirror work. Each and every, you can see the mirror work is there. They are also made by some mixed by the bandhej and simple cotton also. And they had the handwork, mirror handwork. Then we have, this is also bandhej lehenga. The kids were wearing in the Garbha, they are doing dance and all. So they are wearing bandhej work. They have also mirror and oon and there's different designs. Now we can match the dress like salwar. We will take this kurta and the dupatta. This is our Indian traditional culture. We are making today the India's famous recipe that's called veg biryani. Every part of India we are making when the relatives comes, we are giving them in the dinner time, in the lunch time, we are that called the veg biryani. North people like more the spices. It includes, let's look, we will take in this chopped potato. We will take the chopped tomato with the green chili and the chopped onion. This is the peas we can take. We'll take this red chili powder according to your taste. Turmeric powder, 1 spoon small, and salt we will take according to your taste. And one main ingredient that I learned from my grandmother, that's called chaat masala. It will give the more delicious look and the spicy as well. We'll take 4 spoon of
I want to thank you all so much for the hospitality, and I thank you so much for this amazing dishes that I see in front of me. They look absolutely amazing. And why most of the Indian food is spicy?
India was the place where the real spices originated, and that was the time when we had the first thing which like turmeric. Now turmeric is something which we eat every day. In our all the foods turmeric will be there, and the most important part of turmeric is that it is a healer. So it actually heals you from inside.
Yeah.
It is an anti-inflammatory spice, and it actually gives you a relaxation to your stomach.
Yeah.
So that's something which is there in almost all the foods. Then you have the red spices, which you were talking about, which is the spicy one.
Exactly.
Now that is something we like. We have been eating spicy for our lifetime. So most of the times you will see our food will be spicy as well.
Yeah.
And we are so used to it. But now, especially staying in Sharjah for such a long time, we've also become used to like your food, which is the non-spicy one. So we have the one which is specially made in turmeric and saffron. So saffron is like little bit on the sweeter side, but it gives you still the turmeric spice of India.
Yeah, indeed. Actually, mostly India is famous of trading in spices and having spices. That's of course amazing. And the Indian cuisine has lots and lots of dishes that are famous and has its fans. A lot of people, they love the Indian food, even if they are outside the rest of the world, I mean. So tell us like the most famous dishes that you have.
Well, honestly, when even we travel outside, we be to so many places, especially in Europe side and all. Whenever we travel, we love to have our spicy biryani, which is the most common one. And the biryani is something which you get around the world. But the Indian biryani is always mixed up with so much of spices, especially the Hyderabadi biryani. So you get a lot of spices in that, and you enjoy that thing, the tangled taste of it. Which especially after having it, you will feel your ears going pink and your cheeks becoming red. But honestly, you will enjoy it.
Indeed. I was once outside the country, so I was looking for an Arabic cuisine or restaurant. So I couldn't find one, but I found an Indian. Like finding an Indian restaurant was like finding an Arabic restaurant. The reason is like we have a lot of similar food like rice, bread, So also the spices, like even in Arabic food we use a lot of spices. It's the same with the Indian foods. And since we spoke about food, and let's speak about, do we have in India special foods that are made for occasions, for weddings?
Yeah, we do. Like especially when you go for weddings, they have the stall starting like starters which actually start from pani puris. They are like the round kind of balls which are filled up with water. Again, it's a very tangy flavor of tamarind, and it has spiciness of the green chilies. So that is like a starter which every Indian would have had it, and now even Westerners have had it. Even you would have had it when you go to the places out where you have this Indian restaurants. So that is like to start with. Then you have a lot of starters, like you have the veg kebabs, you have the samosa, you have the cutlets, the vegetable cutlet. So that is how the weddings normally start with. And then when you go to the main courses, of course, biryani rules out anytime. Then you have the paneer tikka, you have the butter chicken. So, weddings, especially in India, the food is like a savoy. It's like a huge collection of food everywhere. So the time you enter the wedding, honestly, the people are not as, they are not as curious to meet the couple and wish them, but their curiosity is to go to the food stall and enjoy the food.
Indeed.
So that's how it happens.
People are going only for eating there.
Since like the wedding has so much.
Exactly.
Because they have so many options to eat now. They have pani puri, they have chilla, they have pakoras, they have pav bhaji, chola bhatura. It's Indian traditional foods. If they had invited one people, but they will go 4 people because they want to taste.
They want to taste, of course. Ashu, as you know, like lots of countries, like with many regions inside the country, the city or the places next to the desert, places next to the mountains, they have like different food types. Like for example, maybe we consider a meal or a dish that is famous in one of the countries, but it is especially done by the people who live in the desert or people live next to the mountains. Is there like some meals are special to specific regions?
Yeah, there are so many special regions are there. Like we have in Kerala. Kerala has so many mountains. So the specialty is the idli sambar. Yeah, they are cooking most of the time idli sambar, masala dosa, their specialty. And if you can go for the north side, the Delhi, especially for the chola bhatura. The mostly people like the chola bhatura. And if you can come for the Rajasthan, the Rajasthan is the main, they like the thali, that's called dal bati churma. It's basically origin from Rajasthan only. They are making for the flour and they are mixing something. They are making like small balls and they are frying. And with the pulses, they are making different types of curry. And that calls dal bati churma.
Yeah, nice, nice. And Ashu, do you remember like before, maybe like some of the dishes in India are like, it's there from years and years ago from our grandfathers, but the way of cooking, have it changed? Like, is it different than before or is it same?
We can say still it's same. The taste also same, but yeah, the grandparents are cooking more nice. Because we don't have that much, you know, but they're same. Like pav bhaji, if you can make the same taste, long back, till now still is same. And if you can the masala dosa, also long time ago people are eating, till now they need that taste only.
أعزائي المشاهدين، وصلنا وياكم لنهاية حلقتنا اليوم. أتمنى أنكم تكونون استمتعتوا معنا، بخليكم أنا وبستمتع بالأكل الهندي الجميل.